Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are reacting to the Critics' Choice Award nominations, and I'll be completely honest with you. This caught me off guard. I was not ready for award season to be coming this quick, and I guess it makes sense. It's December. It does feel like this is way earlier than normal. I had seen the Oscar Expert and Brother Bro. They'd been posting some videos and stuff, but I didn't realize it until I saw a tweet yesterday, and someone was mentioning that the announcements for the nominations are tomorrow. Well, what I saw yesterday for tomorrow, for today, and I was like, oh well, let me jump in and make my predictions. So far, this award season has been a little weird because in years past, I make it such a priority to watch as many of that year's films as I can. This year, with the different kind of letterbox series and stuff that I'm doing on my channel, it's the least amount of current year releases that I've seen to this point in probably 5-6 years. I've still seen a decent amount, but there's a lot that I haven't seen. Plus, I'm not a media member, so it's not like I get to go to any advanced screenings or get any screeners sent to me. So there's some films that I just haven't seen. So this isn't going to be the most insane reaction where I'm freaking out about everything. This is really kind of my reaction where I kind of come in and I just see, hey, what are the films this year? I did do my predictions on Awards Expert last night, but again, I wasn't really sure what to predict. I did in almost every category. I made one crazy prediction because everyone was on the app was way too uniform and picking the same things, and I'm there's no way there's a consensus this early, when we don't know, with this being the first kind of big precursor, we don't know exactly, so I'm just excited to see what got the nominations, and maybe right at the end I'm going to look at my predictions and kind of see maybe what I missed, and because I'm sure, again, on this I'm probably not going to react there's a bunch of snubs, because I'm probably off the top of my head not going to recognize. We'll see. Okay, well, kind of just saw a little bit of a spoiler there with Sinners. Here we go. Where are we? Okay, so here we go. Best Picture. Nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams, Wicked. I want to say that's what I picked for the 10. Avatar is missing. Yeah, I'll come back because I think that's pretty much what I picked. Of these, I've only seen Begonia, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. So I've only seen half of this. I need to see Train Dreams. I could watch that. Sentimental Value is really kind of pissing me off because there's only one theater near me that's playing it, and they're only playing it at right in the middle of the workday. So I can't go see it. It's driving me insane. Okay, here we go. Best Actor: Timothée Chalamet, Leonardo DiCaprio, Joel Edgerton, Ethan Hawke, Michael B. Jordan, and Wagner Moura. I want to say this is... No, I had Ethan Hawke out. I'm noticing here that Jesse Plemons is maybe the snub, because I want to say he was 3 on Award Expert. But I in every category I was picking a snub, and I just felt like maybe Jesse Plemons would be the snub, and I replaced him with, I feel like Wagner Moura was my substitute, and now I'm trying to think of who missed for Ethan Hawke, because I didn't have Ethan Hawke in. Oh, this is bad. I feel like there's a big snub and I'm just missing. Okay, let's move to actors. Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Chase Infinity, Renata Reinsva, Amanda Seyfried, and Emma Stone for Begonia. There's no Cynthia Erivo. Was she the snub? No, I think I snubbed Rose Byrne, was my snub prediction. And just because I've heard of If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, but I haven't seen it, and I don't know. I just kind of felt like maybe that would be a snub. I think it was Emma Stone. No, so I would have had Emma Stone then. And I think I would have just swapped out Rose Byrne for Cynthia Erivo. Would have been mine. Supporting actor: Benicio del Toro, Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, Sean Penn, Adam Sandler, and Stellan Skarsgård. I think I went 6 for 6 there. No, I think I picked Delroy Lindo. I think I did it over Jacob Elordi. I think Jacob Elordi just felt like it could have been like kind of a snub pick for me. So I think I put Delroy Lindo in over Elordi. I was either 5 for 6 or 6 for 6. Supporting actress Elle Fanning, Ariana Grande. I apologize, I am going to butcher this. I don't know how to say her name. Inga Ibsdottir Laleus for Sentimental Value. I promise if she's once I see the film, if she's good and like once award season comes around, I'll get better at pronouncing that. I don't even know there. Amy Madigan and Wunmi Musaku. So that's only 5. So they didn't nominate us. Oh wait, no, Tiana Taylor. One battle after another. That's weird. Don't know why that was like off to the side. Um, I want to say my snub. I think I snubbed Amy Madigan, um, which I've seen she's been like winning a couple. Obviously, almost no precursors like the city and state like awards and stuff, film awards. Those really haven't happened a whole ton yet. And I think of the ones that have been happening, she's been winning a lot. So I probably need to just like not doubt Amy Madigan. But I think I predicted her as the snub, and I had Gwyneth Paltrow from Marty Supreme. I think was my other pick in there. Best Young Actor Actress: Everett Blunk, Miles Canton, Carrie Christopher, Shannon Mahia Gorman, Jacoby Jupe, and Nina Yee. I think I had the majority of those. At least, I think I had 4 of them. I had Canton, Christopher, Jupe, and Yee. I didn't have Gorman and Blunk. Um, and honestly, I can't remember who I had over him in the young actor category. Best director: Paul Thomas Anderson, Ryan Coogler, Guillermo del Toro, Josh Safdie, Joachim Trier, and Chloe Zhao. That all makes sense. I feel like I maybe did something, crazy. Maybe I went with that 6. That feels very like affirmative. So, wasn't it Critics' Choice that gave John Chu the win last year, and then didn't nominate him here? So that's kind of interesting. Also, didn't they have like 10 directors last year? Or was that 2 years ago? Maybe they only had like 8, but seems for the most part Critics' Choice has been kind of restricted. It's kind of kept it in check a little bit. Original screenplay: Noah Baumbach, Ronald Bronstein, and Josh Safdie for Marty. I guess for these I should say the film. So Jay Kelly, Emily Mortimer as well, Marty Supreme, and then Ryan Coogler for Sinners, Zach Kreger for Weapons, Eva Victoria for Sorry Baby, and Esco Voigt and Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value. I think Sorry Baby was the one here on the screenplay that was maybe like a little bit lower on Awards Expert, and I did pick that because I loved Sorry Baby. That was a great film. And like the screenplay, like everything revolving around like Eva Victor, like that is what makes that film so great, and so that's why I was picking that. And then everything else just kind of feels right. And again, this is without. I thought about before recording. I thought about going in and like making sure writing all my predictions down, and in future reactions I'll make sure to do that so it's a little bit better content. But I didn't want to do that this time because I didn't want any spoilers. And again, this caught me so off guard that I didn't like do any prep for this last night. I knew as soon as I got home from work today I was just going to jump in and react. So adapted screenplay: Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Clint Bentley and Greg Quidar. His name comes up a lot in like Oscar season, and I butcher it every time. I feel like Greg Quidar was oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the Coleman Domingo film from last year. Sing Sing, was that his film? I think that was his film last year. Park Chan Wook for No Other Choice, Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, Will Tracy for Begonia, and Chloe Zhao and Maggie O'Farrell for Hamnet. Yeah, nothing necessarily is screaming snub here. I mean, just based off of, there's like 12 films here, and it seems like, we've got the 10, so like there's no Wicked in screenplay, and then like Weapons wasn't in best film, right, obviously. Yeah. So I think those were like. Oh wait, but what else is missing then from the screenplays? No Other Choice. That wasn't in film or picture. Yeah. So it looks like those are probably your two, like screenplay, the two extra screenplays that didn't get the picture nominations. And then let's go to Best Casting. Hamnet, Jay Kelly, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. Again, seems normal. I don't think. I think I had Weapons. I think was maybe like a prediction that I pulled. I don't know what I had it over though. Maybe I had it over Wicked. I don't remember. But Best Cinematography, F1. I think I had that. Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams. So far, there is like no Avatar. Like there has been no Avatar in anything. Um, that is kind of shocking. So I don't know what here, but I feel like I had Avatar in that category. Production design, I think I definitely had Avatar here. So we got the Fantastic Four, First Steps, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. There's just no Avatar. Avatar does not exist here. I don't think I predicted Fantastic Four in production design. I don't think I had it. I don't think I predicted Fantastic Four anywhere. I didn't have it in like visual effects either. Um, but I think I had everything else. Best editing: House of Dynamite, F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Perfect Neighbor, and Sinners. So I don't think I predicted A House of Dynamite, and I definitely didn't predict The Perfect Neighbor because I don't know if I know what that is. That doesn't sound familiar. I'll have to look into that. Like I don't even think I've like heard of that. Costume design: we've got Frankenstein, Hamnet, Hedda, Kiss of the Spider Woman, Sinners, and Wicked for Good. There's a couple here. Kiss of the Spider Woman I definitely didn't predict, and Hedda I didn't predict. I don't think. What's missing here? I think I went for. I think I remember putting One Battle After Another here, not necessarily because it's like some amazing costume, but I felt like it was one that maybe Critics' Choice would over nominate. Best makeup and hair, or hair and makeup here. 28 Years Later, Frankenstein, Sinners, The Smashing Machine, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. That feels like a perfect 6 for 6. Again, I'll try and do a second recording after this, after I look at what my predictions were. Visual effects. We've got Avatar: Fire and Ash. Okay, so it did show up somewhere. F1. I feel like I had that here. Frankenstein, Mission Impossible. I feel like I had that. Sinners, and Superman. I don't think I predicted Superman. There's no Fantastic Four here, which I think I predicted that snub. So I think I might have been 5 for 5 of the other 5, and then it was just like no, because I don't think I picked Superman. No, I didn't predict. What did I predict over? Did I do Wicked? I don't think so. We'll see. Best stunt design. We've got. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to like. Oh, so this is all one thing. Okay, Ballerina. I did not predict Ballerina. F1, Mission Impossible. Maybe this is where I predicted Mission Impossible. One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Warfare. I want to say I predicted Warfare in sound, not in visual or stunt design. Animated feature: Arco, Elio, In Your Dreams, K-pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, or The Character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. I've only seen Zootopia 2 and Elio in this category. I need to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I just kind of been putting it off. But I think I predicted everything else. Like this was one of those animated films this year. There just hasn't been a whole ton really, and so it's kind of it feels like it's going to be a pretty open. Like there could be some big surprises this award season there. Best comedy. The Ballad of Wallace Island, Eternity, Friendship, Naked Gun, The Phoenician Scheme, and Splitsville. I don't think I made a prediction for comedy. None of that sounds like familiar. Like I think I skipped that one. Best foreign language film. It was just an accident. Left-handed girl. No other choice. The Secret Agent. Surratt and Belen. Something's missing here, right? Because I feel like I remember being between like Left-Handed Girl, Surratt, and something else. Or maybe like my last two was between Surratt and no other, or Surratt and Left-Handed Girl. See, it feels like something's. Is it Sentimental Value? Is that? Again, I haven't seen it yet, and so I'm not like 100% positive if that is a foreign language film. I feel like I thought I predicted it. I thought there was like something that was like a big Best Picture player that was also supposed to be there. Yeah, I think it was Sentimental Value. I'll look into that, but it feels like something's missing there off the top of my head. Where were we? Foreign language. Okay, best song. Drive, Ed Sheeran song from F1. Golden, K-pop Demon Hunters. I Lied to You, Sinners. Clothed by the Sun from the Testament of Anne Lee. I think I predicted that. Train Dreams from Train Dreams, and The Girl in the Bubble from Wicked for Good. So they only picked one song because I think I want to say the awards expert predictions was like three Sinner songs and three Wicked songs. I Lied to You should win. Like that's I love that song. I feel like it's gonna end up being golden, but I feel like something else is maybe missing here. Like the second Wicked song, but still. Oh, yeah, no Avatar, no Miley Cyrus. Interesting. Okay, score F1 for Hans Zimmer. I predicted that. Alexander Desplat for Frankenstein, Max Riker for Hamnet, Daniel Lopatin for Marty Supreme, Johnny Greenwood, One Battle After Another, and Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. That feels like it was. I think F1 was kind of the my like sneaky pick, but I'm like it's Hans Zimmer. Like it felt, and it's like I loved the score in F1. That was such a big part of the film for me. It was just like the score, the sound design. Um, F1 is kind of sweeping a lot of these technical things. Like it's coming in all over the place. And I was about to say, let's see if it shows up here in sound, and it does. So for sound, we got F1, we got Frankenstein, which is also kind of sweeping a lot of these technical categories, but also found itself in like top categories too. One Battle After Another, Sinners, Surratt. Oh, Surratt. That's interesting. I don't think I predicted that at all. And Warfare. So yeah, that's where I had Warfare was sound design. Um, Sinners. Everything else seems just about normal. Okay, and it looks like that was it. Here's by film nominations. So we've got a bunch of ones. Let's see. We've got 3 nominations for Begonia, but no Jesse Plemons. We've got 7 nominations for F1. So we got sound, score, song, stunts, visual effects, editing, cinematography. That's one of those where I have a hard time seeing how do you get 7 crafts and not like at that point picture. Like I get you're not going to get director, you're not going to get like any actors and stuff, and you're probably not going to get screenplay really anywhere. But it feels like every year it always feels like there's maybe one movie that kind of gets in just based off of the strength of its crafts. I'm kind of shocked that if it got 7 nominations, I'm kind of surprised it didn't get in. Like above it, Begonia got in Best Picture, right, with only 3. I guess so far that's the only other Best Picture that we've seen. We've got Frankenstein with 11, so that makes sense. Friendship had that one. 11 for Hamnet. Okay, that makes sense. Had If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. In Your Dreams was just an accident. So yeah, Jake Kelly only got 4, but one of them was Best Picture. Kiss of the Spider Woman, K-pop Demon Hunters, Left-Handed Girl. Marty Supreme only got 8. That felt like I was saying its name more often than that. One Battle After Another, 14. I would say that feels like the leader, but I think I remember seeing when I was scrolling down that it said Sinners led with all nominations, so 14 for One Battle. 1 for Rental Family, 7 for Sentimental Value, and then there you go, 17 for Sinners. Picture, actor, supporting actress, young actor, actress, in case that's kind of like a little bonus one, but director, screenplay, casting, cinematography, production design, editing, costume, hair, makeup, visual effects, stunt design, song, score, sound. Whoa, 17 is a lot. Sorry, baby. Let's just kind of scroll down and just find another 5 for Train Dreams, 4 for Weapons, and we've got 7 for Wicked for Good. So yeah, so that's it by film. Now let me just take a quick look at my predictions and kind of see maybe what some of the surprises were. Okay, so yeah, so I just took a quick look at all of my predictions. I surprisingly had a lot of kind of perfect categories, or where I just missed by one, and it was kind of just whatever my last thing was. There was a couple that as I was going through, a couple things that just kind of really caught me off. That I was like, I don't know how I just missed that. Wake Up Dead Man. I was trying to be sneaky and predict that in screenplay and ensemble, and it got nothing. So nothing for Wake Up Dead Man. I completely just blew over and just ignored the fact that George Clooney didn't get a nomination for Best Actor. That was like just barely going through and seeing that and seeing like no George Clooney, like that just shook me. Like that was a complete surprise. And then yeah, Sentimental Value didn't get foreign language, and I'm wondering, again, I haven't seen the film so I can't confirm this, but this is just what is coming to my mind, or what I'm thinking of, is it feels like Past Lives a couple years ago, where there was kind of that discussion. I don't remember if it was a Critics' Choice or where it was, but some places were counting it as like their international film, but then other people weren't counting it in foreign language film categories because over 40% or whatever the cutoff was of the film is in English, and so they didn't count it as foreign. So I don't know if that's what's going on with Sentimental Value. I also am sure that there's probably already been discourse on that, like online, that that I'm late to because I intentionally stayed off Twitter all day, haven't seen anything. And then the last two nominations that were kind of maybe a little surprising or disappointing, that I didn't, I guess, snubs, was Alfie Williams and Aidan Delbus. Is that how you say his name? Alfie Williams from 28 Years Later and Aidan Delbus from Begonia both didn't make it into the young actor category. I'll admit, so Alfie Williams, that's baffling because he definitely was, in the age range that he should be there in young actor, and 28 Years Later did get another nomination, so it's like, obviously they saw it, so that's weird that he did, because Alfie Williams was incredible in that. I will admit, I didn't look up how old Aidan Delbus is, so it's possible that maybe he's too old and he was just kind of in there, so I'm not 100% sure, but those two were a little bit surprising to me. But for the most part, those were the only real kind of big shocks. A lot of this went surprisingly predictably for like a first precursor that just like at least predictable. I guess there is shocks like Cynthia Erivo, but things I guess I did talk about that. So I guess just in terms of like what I missed, in addition to the stuff that I did catch live, I guess were a little bit of a shake-up, but I was kind of full on expecting. What year was it? There was a year, granted, this was the old Golden Globes, and, granted, it's the Globes versus the Critics' Choice. The Globes, typically, especially the old Globes, were a little crazier. But I was honestly expecting this to feel more like that 1 year at the Globes, where, I'm drawing a blank on all of their names, but it was just like an insane like 4-pack of like winners from that year. But even before they won, the nominations were already crazy. Like Rosamund Pike, it was the Rosamund Pike year. I can't remember. I'm picturing the poster. It's like her. It's like blue or whatever. Peter Dinklage is in that movie. I can't think of what the name of that movie was, but when she was like nominated for that, like I was expecting it to be like that year level crazy at the Globes, but it ultimately wasn't really all that crazy. So. Yeah, that was just my quick reaction to this. Let me know down below in the comments how you did on your predictions, if you made any predictions, or if you're also as surprised as I was that award season's already here and upon us. Just let me know your thoughts on the Critics' Choice down below in the comments. And also, because once I finish recording this, I've got to go run to my other job real quick, and so I'm still going to be a while before I ever figure out exactly what happened there with like George Clooney and Sentimental Value. So if you see all that, let me know what exactly happened down there, down in the comments. And if you'd like this video, and then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos in like this series, my just awards reaction series. We're going to do a lot of awards content again on the channel this year. So if you don't want to miss any videos in this series or any of the other series that I have going on my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.